Well, hi there, everybody. Good Tuesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here as we begin on this Tuesday just after 7 o'clock, where it is a very quiet morning. A few high clouds out there this morning, a few mid-level clouds in spots, a little bit of a breeze out of the south. It's not too bad. It's going to be it's a comfortable morning. It's not terribly humid, but it is going to get hot again today as temperatures rise pretty quickly out there. Should be a mostly sunny day much of the day, and then late in the afternoon we start to focus on a cold front which will start to make its way into the area late this afternoon. I'll show you where that front's going to be. If you can't tell here, draw a line right there. That is our cold front right there. Now, there's probably not much going on prior to 5 o'clock. And here's the thing with the heat, sometimes the atmosphere can remain fairly capped and make it tough for storms to develop. So it may be a little bit tough for those to develop in the afternoon. And even into the evening hours, I don't think we're going to see widespread thunderstorm activity. That front advances southeastward into the evening hours here. We'll clear that and show you how that moves here. So we'll take you into the evening. Now this model is starting to match with some other models that aren't showing as much activity. Certainly the better chances are going to be to the northeast there. I think that's where the best chance of storm is. But you know, you could get a storm here or a storm there that fires up along that front. So I think isolated thunderstorms a possibility, but we're not looking at widespread thunderstorm activity lasting mostly through about midnight, maybe shortly after midnight, and then really fizzling out. And then the focus will then turn towards the northwest for a chance of rain and thunderstorms, non-severe for the most part, but maybe still some isolated activity. There could be a slight chance even in the southeast portions of Nebraska. This will start to kind of disappear tomorrow, so much of the day is quiet tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny skies, slightly cooler, not as breezy out there, and then we'll start to focus late in the day and into tomorrow night for new showers and thunderstorms. I think there's a little bit better chance that we see showers and thunderstorms tomorrow evening in the area. We're going to have to watch that severe weather threat once again, as these could put out some wind and hail once again. And I'm a little more concerned about tomorrow night than I am tonight. You still have to watch tonight, of course, but tomorrow night maybe a little better chance. I still don't think this is going to be like widespread where everybody gets rainfall and thunderstorms, but a little better chance of maybe more of us getting some of that activity. In fact, it's one of the best chances I have over the next 3 or 4 days in the forecast. Later in the night, you can see how, once again, things kind of start to fizzle out just a little bit and clear out as we get into tomorrow or Thursday morning. So let's look at our risks for severe weather according to the Storm Prediction Center. For tomorrow, for today and mostly for this evening. I'd say anytime after 4 o'clock, but mostly into the evening. Many of us under a marginal threat of severe storms, but you get to the north and especially northeast of the Tri-Cities, there is a slight chance, a little better chance of maybe some severe weather. This is mostly a wind and hail threat, but there is a little bit of a chance of an isolated tornado in northeast Nebraska. It's not a great chance, but there is a chance. Tomorrow is a little bit better chance we see some severe weather, so there is a slight risk out for a larger part of the local 4 viewing area, focusing especially for areas south of the interstate and west of Highway 183 for the best chance of severe weather. Once again, this is mainly a wind and hail threat. Now, I haven't really talked much about Thursday, but jumping now ahead to Thursday, we have a chance of storms again towards the late afternoon and into the evening hours. I think these are going to be very isolated if they even happen. This is only probably a 20, maybe 30% chance of rain and thunderstorms. But if they are able to fire up, it's a very potent atmosphere. And so once again, severe weather would be possible if storms are able to develop. Again, it's a big if, but if they do fire up, severe weather will be likely and probably more likely the farther northeast you go. So as you go into these areas, I think there's a little bit better chance. I'll kind of circle these areas right here, a little better chance of severe weather in those areas. So we're going to keep an eye on that. All right, let's look at temperatures the next couple of days. Lots of it's into the 90s, and I think these areas here to the northwest before the front comes through should make it to the 90s. But again, as that front comes through there later today, they'll probably start to cool off. So cooler 80s to the northwest, but the rest of us well into the 90s once again. Tonight dropping back into the 60s, upper 50s to the northwest, maybe still near 70 out towards the Lincoln area. Tomorrow, not as hot, but still very warm, mid to upper 80s, lower 90s for high temperatures. Tomorrow night down into the 60s again, and then as we get towards your day on Thursday, the heat starts to build back in a little more, upper 80s, lower to mid 90s. So again, we look at those next 3 days, kind of summing it up for the Tri-Cities. Again, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight, this evening, 40% chance tomorrow evening, and some of that may even last past midnight, and then just a 20% chance of showers and storms Thursday afternoon into the evening. hours. Beyond that, the chance of storms is pretty low for Friday. Maybe just a small chance into the early morning hours. Near 90 degrees on Friday, so still very, very warm out there. And then we start to get that heat building again this weekend and stronger south winds. Just a slight chance of rain and thunderstorms for now on Saturday. There's still a lot of question marks as to how that might play out here, so I'm not confident enough to go any higher than a slight chance at this point here. We're really going to start to feel that heat Sunday, well into the 90s. Monday, a little cooler, but still very warm again. Slight chance of rain and thunderstorms by Monday afternoon and evening. And it looks like beyond Monday, we may start to see some changes as you look at the long-range 10-day forecast, maybe cooling back a little bit as we get towards the middle of next week around the 9th, 10th, and 11th of June. But until then, lots of above-average temperatures, lots of heat on the way over the next 7 or 8 days. All right, there's your forecast for today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. We'll talk to y'all again on your Wednesday morning. Pay attention to the severe weather. I don't think we'll see a lot of it, but for those that do get it, pay attention to that later today, especially around and after supper time this evening. Well, everyone have a good one. Talk to y'all later. God bless. Bye.